Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to look how to input some data into our calculator, and then also how to maybe plot some of those points in what we call a scatter plot or scatter diagram. So on our calculator, our TI-Nspire here, we have this little button in the middle. If you guys can see where my arrow is pointing at, it looks like a little Excel sheet or a spreadsheet of some sort. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press on that. And I get this nice looking spreadsheet. It looks a lot like an Excel program or a Google spreadsheet or whatever they are. So what we have here is, if you look at the gray line with the dot next to it, that's where we put formulas. If you put any numbers in here, you do anything kind of other than a formula in there, you're not going to get what you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to press up twice all the way to the top, and we're going to name it. So what we're doing today is we're putting in chirps per second and temperature. Those are what we're comparing. So I want to call this guy chirps. So I'm just going to call it CHIRP. And so now that I got chirp, I'm going to go over and, oops, I'm going to hit enter, sorry. And I'm going to go over and back up, and I'm also going to do temp, and temp would just be TEMP. So I've now named them both, and now I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to make sure I get out of these little gray areas. So I need to go one full box of leaving it blank in between the name. I'm going to do some inputting, and 20, enter, 16, enter, 19.8, 18.4, 17.1, 15.5, 14.7, 17.1. I'm not going to do them all right now because, well, I don't think that's the point of why we're here. So now I'm going to do the temperatures, and I want to make sure they're all lined up. So next to 20, I have 88.6, 71.6, 93.3, 84.3, 80.6, 75.2, 69.7, and 82.0. Now, one thing you have to be careful of, you want to make sure there's numbers next to numbers, and you don't have a number. So let's say I kept going and I accidentally typed in 69.4, and now I have a number, but I don't have a matching number. That's going to mess us up later. It's going to give us an error, and we don't want that. It's a dimensional error. So I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to hit delete. Oh, excuse me. Delete and enter again, and now it's gone. Okay, so that's all it takes to input data, and I'm going to make a second video because it's getting a little long on how to plot this data. So I hope that helps, and thank you very much.